Here we go. So 2023 Toyota Camry XSE Hybrid. Let's talk about the color on this one first. So the exterior color is a two-tone paint job, and the primary color is Supersonic Red. This color came out just a couple of years ago, and now you find it in almost all Toyotas have it as an option. So Supersonic Red, that's an extra charge color, not the same as Barcelona Red. 4 1/4 extra for that color. And then this one has the two-tone option, which is going to be midnight black up on the top. So the entire roof line, beginning on the A pillar, sweeping all the way back through to the C pillar, you can see is painted black, and this is midnight black metallic, so it's got a metallic flake in it with the color to match shark fin antenna up top. And then also part of the two-tone package is the midnight black mirror caps. So Toyota's charging $550 extra for the black roof and the mirror caps in midnight black, and then 4 1/4 extra for Supersonic Red. Love the way the black roof line comes together with the black alloy wheels. We'll talk more about that as we move around the car. Starting up front here, the headlights, this is a unique headlight package on the XSE. So full complement of LED headlights and LED daytime running lights. So similar to what you see on the Corolla with the J-curve LED headlights, those look awesome at night. And they do wrap around the corner here nicely for added visibility. Now the headlights themselves, these are a projector style head beam or beam here. We have automatic high beams on here as well as automatic on and off for the headlights. As far as the trim up front, there's a gunmetal gray painted trim here. The entire grille itself also painted that gunmetal gray metallic, and then a silver accent down on the bottom of the bumper. Huge grills on the front of the Toyotas now. Not much of a bumper, pretty much all grill. Now this is the hybrid, so you do have the blue badging here for the hybrid. Also the Camry XSE has full speed radar, dynamic radar cruise control, and the sensor for that is there. There's also some additional sensors up in the windshield up there for lane tracing assist, pedestrian detection, road sign detection. So a lot of great safety features on the Camry for 2022. Toyota really leads the industry in safety, that's for sure. So the wheels and tires, this is a low profile tire, so a 40 series tire, and that's an 18-inch wheel end tire. I'm sorry, 19-inch, my bad. 235 series, this is the Bridgestone tire, a nice aggressive pattern on there. The wheels are painted gloss black, so that's not midnight black metallic like the roof is. It's more of a gloss without a metal flake in there, but they look awesome on there, and they fill the entire wheel wall nicely as well. Chrome lug nuts, 4-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, those are ventilated disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, traction control is standard. This one does have the factory mud guards on it, so that's an extra charge. I believe it's like $150, $149, something like that. Love the body lines on the Camry. Gas doors right here on the driver's side, painted to match outside door handles. Notice the trim around the window is all black on here. B-pillar is black as well, so really tying that black theme together quite nicely on the XSE edition. Swing around to the back here. Again, you can see those factory mud guards. The rear spoiler on here also painted midnight black metallic, looks great. Love the tail lenses, the way they come around the back, LED tail lights. Rear window defrost, of course. LED third brake light up here, and then getting down to the trunk itself, blue Toyota badge, chrome, Camry, XSE, and hybrid. They do offer a black badge package as well that can be installed by the dealership, so if you want to go all black with your emblems, you can do that. This right here is kind of a faux air inlet or outlet. It doesn't really do anything. It's there for the style more than anything. And then because this is a hybrid, the exhaust comes out on the driver's side, and there's really only one exhaust pipe. There's two tips, but the one on the left is kind of a fake one, if you will. There's also reflectors. I like the rear air dam on here. This is kind of like a Formula One car style rear air dam, and notice no exhaust on this side. So the gas edition would have the exhaust coming out here, and the hybrids all have it coming out on the driver's side. One way to tell them apart, of course. And then this one has excuse me, a protection package, which includes this black threshold protection here, designed to protect against scratches, dents, dings when you're loading and unloading. We do have a remote release on the trunk. There's your backup camera under there, 2 license plates, lights, and there's also a key opening there as well. So you can use your remote, you can push this button, you can pull it up front, or you can use your key to get into the trunk. We'll dive into the trunk a little later in the video, but I just wanted to show you that applique here on the bumper, part of the protection package. Let's go ahead and swing around up front, and we'll take a look at the engine on the hybrid XSE for 2023. Camry XSE is available as a hybrid and a gas edition. The gas edition, you can actually get it with a 3.5 liter V6, but this is your hybrid. So we've got a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder 16 valve gasoline engine, and the hybrids all have a CVT automatic transmission. So this one actually achieves 208 horsepower, and I have to say it's a little bit deceiving because the electric motors actually make it feel more powerful, especially off the line, because they're just so responsive when you tap the throttle, and then you can go to sport mode in the transmission. It really feels like a bigger engine than a 4-cylinder. As I mentioned, it's a 16 valve gasoline engine. The fuel economy is amazing out of this. It's a 46 miles per gallon combined city and highway fuel economy. Really a terrific gas mileage. Of course, this is a front wheel drive. They also make the all-wheel drive. Notice the hood does have a hood prop rod, no struts up front. The engine transmission, they have a 5-year 60,000 mile warranty. And then over on this side is where we have our hybrid mechanical system all through here, and so electric motors up front. 8-year 100,000 mile warranty on the electric motors, and then a 10-year 150,000 mile warranty on your hybrid battery. So real good warranty package on the hybrid system, 8 100 and 10 150 accordingly. The vehicle itself has a 3-year 36,000 mile limited warranty. Let's go ahead and dive inside and check out the interior. Okay, we'll take a quick look at the door on the XSE. So this is all a dark charcoal, maybe even black in color. Padded armrest, upper padded armrest here, a little bit of gray contrast stitching in there. I love the satin finish on the door handle and the way it kind of wraps right into the door. Real nice design, real clean look. One touch up and down on all your power windows. These switches are backlit also. Power door locks, power mirrors are here. Speakers in the doors, bottle holders down there, and then there's a puddle light right down there on the bottom, so you don't step into the puddles, I guess. On the threshold, there's this chrome sill plate. That's part of the protection package, which includes the back doors and the front doors. I'll show you real quick here. So they have that threshold protection. I like the style, the look of it. Gives it a more upscale look and feel. It also includes that threshold protector here on the bumper. So that's all part of that protection package. Take a look at the dashboard. There's 4 vents here. They kind of have a gunmetal gray trim with the gloss black bezels around it. This is a padded dashboard with the same stitching we saw over on the armrest. We've got 5 switches down here. Auto on and off for the high beams, traction control on and off, trunk release, gas door release, and then the heated steering wheel. Now the heated steering wheel is an option as part of the cold weather package. There's actually only one thing in the package, that's the heated steering wheel. $150 extra for that. As far as the seats goes, the XSE has dual power seats, driver, passenger. The driver's seat does have power lumbar support, the passenger seat does not. And then these are leather seats. They're a dark or a black with that stitching we saw on the door and on the dash. They are perforated leather. They're also heated seats, but no ventilated seats, which I was hoping they would do for 2023. So heated, not ventilated. Kind of a suede racing stripe down the center. Height adjustable headrest, even in the back seat. Height adjustable seat belts. Side impact airbags, they're built right into the seat, so when you move the seat forward, the airbags move with you. Super safe way to get it done. There's also I always forget about this, there's a small storage cubby down here as well. Then your gas or your hood release is here, dead pedal, brake and gas where they should be, tilt and telescoping steering wheel right there. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Behind the wheel of the XSE, the front seat, even the back seat, has a tremendous amount of leg room. This one does not have the sunroof, so you get a lot more headroom. That is an option that you could go with. Personal preference, I don't really care for them, but maybe you would. The leg room is amazing. I've got the seat all the way back, and I could not drive this car with the seat all the way back. I'm 5'7", so I'm a little on the short side, but I think 6-footers are going to be just fine behind the wheel of a Camry. I'm going to move the seat ahead so I can show you all the features. This again is a leather wrapped steering wheel. This one's heated. The heated features extra charge. Driver's side airbag, fingertip controls for your information center. There's a 7-inch information center up here. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone, volume for your sound system. Over on this we have the full speed dynamic radar cruise control. We also have our lane tracing assist on and off, and we can change the radio stations here as well. XSE edition does have paddle shifters. Those are right there. So your up is here and your down is over on this side. And then we also have headlight controls here. We have auto on and off for our headlights, as well as auto high beams for the headlights. And then over on this side is where you'll find your front washer wiper controls with intermittent settings. Take a quick look at the gauge cluster on the XSE edition. I'll have to start it up. So push button start, part of the XSE. So just foot on the brake, push the button in, and away it goes. Now this is the hybrid, so depending on whether the system thinks it needs the gasoline engine or not, it may or may not turn it on. So in this case, it did not turn on the engine. That engine might come on because I'm going to turn on the air conditioning, and when that happens, the engine might start up on its own. As far as the gauge cluster goes, here's your monitoring system for your hybrid synergy charging, engine temperature here, speedometer, fuel gauge over on that side. Remember I said earlier 46 miles to the gallon, so really great fuel economy out of it. Turn down that air a little bit. Here's your information center, which has a variety of information in here. So we have blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. Right now I'm in EV mode, so the engine won't start, but that's really only used for very slow speeds or parking, such as I am right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn that EV mode off, and the engine might just start up by itself. You can see we also have controls here for safety sense. Everything can be toggled by using the switches here on the steering wheel, so we can move through some of those settings. We can personalize that. I'm just going to jump back here, move back this way, and head back over. So you have sound system controls, you have a trip computer in there, outside temperature, another clock. Toyotas are funny, they have like 3 digital clocks within, you know, a foot of one another. Take a look at our center stack. So we've got a 9-inch information center here. Because this is a hybrid, you can switch into the monitoring mode for the hybrid system. So you can see there's the engine, the electric motor up front, and the battery. If I give it some gas, it just might start up the engine. Let's see if it does. There it goes. So you can see the engine's running and it's charging through and charging the battery. When the engine shuts off, it could go into electric mode. So pretty interesting to watch. But you can see another clock up here. If we go back to the home screen, there's a variety of settings you can do here. We've got a small menu here, and then your audio, AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa compatible. So it's got all the tech stuff that people are looking for these days. The center stack, this is all gloss black trim. It looks great, but it does show the dust and fingerprints a little bit more. I like it, some don't. You decide. Let me know in the comments if you like the gloss black trim. There's also gunmetal gray trim running all the way down through here and into your cup holders. On the dash itself, over here, there's kind of a metal pattern in the dash, and this is all gloss black, and then this is padded with the stitching in there as well. So really a nice look and feel, very upscale in terms of the style of it. Our shifter is leather wrapped here. I mentioned before this is a CVT automatic transmission. I'm going to shift it into drive because I want to show you the backup camera. Actually switch it into reverse so you can see that backup camera. And so there's the backup screen. It does have path projection, and there's also different perspectives that you can set there and different grid patterns. So whatever you prefer, the system can be changed to your liking. As we head back down to the center section here, we've got front window defrost, automatic temperature control from driver and front passenger, rear window defrost, heated outside mirrors, which will get the ice and snow off of those outside mirrors for you. Going further down, I'll throw a little light down there so you can see. This is where your charging opportunities are. So here's a 12 volt. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry, USB, and then a 12 volt, and then this is wireless charging, so you can drop your phone right on there. Just make sure you turn it on, and then you don't even have to plug it in if you have a wireless charging phone. And then underneath here is a small storage compartment where you can hide odds and ends and those types of things, so everything's kind of stashed away under there. 2 cup holders, heated seat controls are right here. There's 3 temperatures. Front driver, front passenger only, and again, not ventilated. And then over here we have our eco, normal, and sport mode for our transmission, electronic parking brake hold, EV mode, and parking brake. This does have an electronic parking brake as well as electric steering on the Camry for 2023. Take a look at our armrest. This is a huge armrest. I'm just going to move the seat back a little bit so you can see it. There we go. It's padded armrest. Does have that stitching we saw on the door panels and up over on the dash over there, so they tie that all together nicely. Stationary, quite large, big enough to set your laptop on if you're a road warrior. Pop this bad boy open and there's a lot of space under here, and then 2 more USB ports here, and then there's also the ability to run your cables out through here as well. So if you're going to plug stuff in, you're going to plug in your laptop, your smartphones, you're going to have a lot of places to be able to do that. Here's a quick look at the passenger seat. We do have a passenger assist grip up top. We do have vanity mirrors, no lights on those vanity mirrors, and then we do have sliding extensions on our visors. There's also side impact airbags, curtain airbags that come out. There's a dashboard airbag there on the passenger side. Here's a quick look at our glove box. Nice size glove box. Of course, you do get the owner's manual, and then the passenger door does have bottle holders, power windows, and such. Pretty much what we saw over on the driver's door. Overhead, we've got a place for your sunglasses, reading lights. We also have Safety Connect, so that's for roadside assistance. You need help out on the road, push that. Toyota will get you the help you need. Rear view mirror is an automatic dimming mirror, and it also has Home Link in here, so you can set up your garage door openers to work just by pushing the buttons on the mirrors. So that's a quick look up front. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. The back seat and door is the same as we saw up front. It does have bottle holders down in there as well as speakers, of course power windows. No heated seats in the back seat on the Camry XSE, only up front. They are leather and they are perforated. The back seats also fold down, so you can go ahead and just drop it down like so. And you notice it's a 40 or 60% drop. And then these headrests are height adjustable as well, so you can raise those up and down. They have that same suede racing stripe in there as well. Let me go ahead and grab a seat and show you the back seat here a little bit more. So you see what's happening there. Unfortunately, that seat is all the way back, and so this interferes with bringing it up. I certainly could put a little muscle into it and bring it up, but I wish that wasn't the case. There's a folding armrest back here, cup holders in there, 2 of them, pockets on the backs of both seats, vents back here to keep the back seat passengers comfortable. No charging outlets back here. They can be installed right there at the dealership, but not standard. Again, one of those things I think Toyota should have done automatically on an XSE. Overhead lighting here, passenger assist grips, coat hooks, 3 seat belts, and child safety seat tethers right there. And then I do want to show you the amount of legroom back here. I've got this driver's seat all the way back, and take a look at this. Look at how much knee room there is. You will have no problem sitting 3 adults back here for kind of short to medium range rides, 3 kids, easy peasy. So that's a quick look at the back seat. Let's go ahead and jump in the trunk and check that out. So diving into the trunk, you'll notice it's a nice low lift over height here in the back. I wanted to point out on the deck lid, it is a insulated deck lid, which reduces road noise. There's also a glow-in-the-dark emergency release handle. Again, Toyota really focuses on safety from all aspects. I've got the trunk opened up here so you can see the spare tire setup. This is all wrapped. These are your tools here wrapped in that high-density foam, and there's little storage cubbies there. And then underneath is where we find our temporary spare tire, and there's actually room under there if you want to put some jumper cables or emergency equipment. I think you'll be fine doing that underneath there. And then there's a little hook right here that kind of holds that up. Now when I bring this down, notice how flat that floor is, and it's nice and wide at the very back, so if you do need to haul some golf clubs around, you're going to be able to do that. And then we do have a 60-40 fold down seat, so I've got 60-40, I've got 100% folded down, so a lot of options in terms of long items. And then there is a trunk light right there. And then one more thing, this is a hybrid, so on the hybrid they put the actual battery that starts the car in the back here, so it's right there, and that's where you can jump start it. You can also jump start it up front, but on the hybrid the battery's back here. On the gas it's actually under the hood where you'd expect it. You can also put cargo nets back here as well. So real nice design. The trunk lid gets up and out of your way, so hopefully you won't bonk your head when you're loading and unloading. But again, just a nice design by Toyota. So that's an overview of the 2023 Toyota Camry XSE Hybrid Edition. This one is sold, as most of them are, but I wanted to get you a video of it, so in case you're interested, at least you can see all the features and such. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. This is Tony here at Smart Toyota. Thanks for watching.